We're going to head off to a very cool business. Lori's hanging out with Adrian Cowan, no relation, but this is Tropical Expressions. Fantastic spot.
Yeah, and you know what, Bob and Annette, if the winter is making you just feel depressed, just come here. And there's already a smile on your face because there's a lot of tropical plants that are surrounding you. Okay, that are decades old, believe it or not. The person to tell us more about it is Adrian Cowan. Okay, so let's start off with the big one here.
This is beautiful. This is a Chinese elm, and it's in a naturescape, which is so beautiful and unique because you've got the Chinese elm, which is about 60 years old. This is a bonsai.
60?
Yes. This is a bonsai tree. Now, does this flower? This one doesn't flower, but we have another one to show you that does flower. Some of them flower. They have fruit bearing. So they're amazing to look at. And we've made these sort of, you know, naturescapes that takes you away, makes you feel relaxed.
And along with that, you also have this one right beside it.
This is a juniper display, and juniper
very different style altogether.
Exactly. And again, if you have this on your desk in somewhere sort of bright, and you can sort of look at this and sort of relax if you're stressed out. This is a beautiful naturescape that can take you away on a kitchen table, on a dining room table, modern or even any style.
And it doesn't need direct light.
It does. Well, you need some light. You definitely have to have some sunlight there, and you have to keep the soil moist. So you don't need a whole lot of sun, but definitely
just some surround light. Okay,
light.
And this is a different idea.
This is a naturescape. So we've got it in a rock. And as well, you have the orchids in there. You've got different tropical varieties as well. And there's so many different designs that Tropical Expressions does. You're just going to have fun choosing which one.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that this is where it is done.
Yes.
So a lot of the trees that you see there at
different nurseries all around, you know, Hamilton and Southern Ontario. This is the place that is actually made.
This is about 40 years old,
yes.
But it can start off as something as petite as this.
Yes, so this is a tiny juniper. This is a little baby tree. It's a starter tree for maybe for a grandson. That's about 2 years old. And again, you're just going to be pruning that, taking care of it, making sure it's moist, fertilizing them. So even a little guy, your grandson, could start with a little tree like this. It's a great place to start. Well, and then something like this for somebody with a lot of experience. I mean, this is a gorgeous 40-year-old tree, and it actually flowers as well.
So bringing the outdoors indoors.
Yes.
And we're going to show you a lot more coming up right here at Tropical Expressions. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at Tropical Expressions, where we're going to learn how to have our own little bonsai. We have here Mark. Mark, we're going to start off first of all with a bonsai kit.
Starter kit, yes.
Okay, so how do we do this?
All right, so I'm going to open this little box, which has everything in it. Miniature tree, soil, gravel, fertilizer, you name it, it's all here. This is a gravel.
Okay.
It's bonsai soil, special mix, soil mix, drainage material.
Yes.
Quartz stone rock, and this is a wire. It's for securing root system, yeah, right here. I'm going to show it, yeah. And the ceramic part. It's a 6-inch part.
So how do we put it all together?
Okay, so I'm going to show how to put it together. This is a miniature tree, a little shrub, okay? But shrub with a lot of potential. You can see the curve, you can see the trunk. We need to expose it. Right?
Okay, so we're talking about the curve,
right, which
just goes around here, the trunk. So that's how you play around.
This is how you choose. You choose the best tree based on the curve, based on the trunk, thickness of the trunk, the design itself. You see it before you touch it, before you play with it, okay? So let's pull it out and
let's play.
Let's play, okay? So let's get this one out and look at the root system. Okay. They're not bulky, we're very, very thin, and this is great roots. We're white actually on the bottom. Okay, this is what you need. Okay, so we're gonna spread those roots.
Yeah.
Take a little hook.
So that's how you do it. So you're like massaging the roots? Is that what you're doing?
So let me just massage a little bit over here and in the bottom as well. And then I'm gonna use my bare hands, okay? So I'm gonna go like this.
You know what? I'm going to ask you, how you can have a bonsai tree, like how old do they get?
Well, they can grow for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years, so it could outgrow you and your whole lifespan.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay. But anyway, so one I'm managing now is about 2.5 years old, okay? And you can see, like, I didn't cut much of it, but I cut about as much to fit into this little container, okay? Okay. So I'm going to go from the bottom and remove little suckers from the bottom. Okay?
And how often do you have to prune
Prune
or?
approximately every 2 or 3 years. The reason why, because soil will get digested, soil will be eaten by the root system. Nutrients will be eaten as well. You need to replenish it, right? So what you do, once every 2 or 3 years, you remove it from a container and just prune the root system, okay? So
we're going to show you some, we're going to continue this, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to continue this right here at Tropical Expression.
Back to Tropical Expressions. I love the bonsai trees of this place. It's just fascinating. So Lori's hanging out there.
This is up on Hamilton Mountain.
Yeah. Hey, Lori.
But you know what's fascinating too, Bob and Annette, is that, see this is the bromelia, right?
Bromeliad.
Bromeliad, learning. These two are in the same family as, if you look right over here, see the little pineapple tree, same family as the pineapple. And along the same family tree, if you like to put it, are these air plants. Isn't this interesting? The thing about these air plants, according to Adrian, is that they don't need any soil.
No, they're almost alien.
Yeah, seriously.
So what you do, when you have your air plants that you can get here from Tropical Expressions or wherever you pick them up, all you do is you soak them in water for about an hour or 45 minutes, and then when they're done, after that, they sponge all the water in, they hold it, and then you take it out, and then you're going to put it inside an arrangement, which I'm going to show you right now.
Okay.
I love this. I just put shells in a regular, I know you can get all this here, shells inside a little aquarium, and I've soaked my air plant, so I'll take this one. What did I do? I did this one at first on the side or in the middle, and then I would place one on the side. Let's do one with color.
So you don't even have to put water in here?
No, you just soak them. They don't need any soil. Air plants do not need any soil. They're almost alien.
So how do they thrive?
Well, they take the moisture outside of the air, and they hold it. They take everything that they need from the air and from moisture is right there. So they're very low maintenance plant, which means you can have this on top of your table at home. It's a very modern look, and you don't have to worry about killing it. So that's a good thing for me.
Yeah, so it's low maintenance. And you know what? I love what you guys did
Isn't
here.
this cute?
Yeah, look at this.
So you can just put your air plants inside with some moss. Again, you can customize it and do it yourself, or you can get it right here at Tropical Expressions. And this is a beautiful touch for a kitchen, for a bathroom. Even something with the moisture in a bathroom would be great, because that air plant's going to thrive in there. And you don't have to worry about soil or fertilizing it or anything. It's
So
great.
it's their own little system.
Yes.
It really is.
Isn't
So I
that so
guess
cool?
it's because it's all encased
Yep.
that they get the heat and the moisture from.
And they're so pretty. This is a great look for a very modern kitchen, you know, all white or any kind. It's going to go with everybody's lifestyle. But again, it's low maintenance, and you just have to enjoy the look of it.
Whether you like air plants or you like the bonsai, we're going to show you a lot more. We're going to bring the outdoors into your indoor. Please stay with us. We're going to explore some more right here, this little oasis in Hamilton, Tropical Expressions. We'll be right back. Hey, Shelly, we just want to show you something called an air plant. What's really interesting about this air plant, for example, is that, see that little flower over there? When you see a little flower like that, that means it's pregnant. And when this little flower dies off, right here at the bottom, it starts to produce pups. That's so interesting.
And they also survive on dust, which is really interesting about air plants as well. So air plants survive on the dust in the air as well as moisture from the air, and that's all that they need to survive. So it's just really cool, low maintenance again, right?
So it does bite the dust. Okay. But what's really interesting about this is because you don't need soil, you can really get creative.
You can. You can plant them on anything, whether it's going to be a piece of driftwood, whether it's going to be inside a frame like this. You can get them here as well. They're just inside moss, so you can take it out, put it in. There's no soil in there. So again, and to water it, you'll love it, because I'm just going to grab this. And again, you just want to mist it with a mister and lightly water it. That's all you need to do. So it's great for the person who kills everything. But look at this, Lori. Take a look. So maybe you want to have nature in your home again. You could actually take an air plant and just take a glue gun and glue it onto a piece of driftwood or even rocks. As long as it has a place to sort of stabilize itself, it can actually flower and bloom, and you can put this anywhere, on top of a coffee table, in the kitchen, or in the backyard.
And you can also put them on a frame.
I love this. So whether it's going to be in a frame, you could do your own, or get them here. So you can get a plain frame or even an antique frame, and then mount your air plant like you saw earlier with you, like something like this. You can do this yourself. You can get it here at Tropical Expressions, but what it's doing for any backyard or patio or in the kitchen as well, it gives you that natural feeling, and now you can sort of be creative and do something like this on your own.
without the heavy maintenance.
I love that. You just spray it, and you know the air, the dust, and the moisture from the air is how it survives. So that's a great idea for me, anyway.
We're going to continue right here at Tropical Expressions. Okay, so we're going to look at this bonsai tree, and Mark is going to help us shape this little guy. And what's really interesting, Mark, is that you told me what you should be looking at is the curve.
Right.
The curve
Yeah,
of the trunk.
Curve of trunk, yeah, and how pliable, how flexible it is. Yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell me about this little guy?
Yeah, sure. Look at this right here. See what we can do? Look at the designs for that.
Okay.
Look at miniature forest here. They all can be flexed, all can be changed in terms of position. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna take a copper wire.
Uh-huh.
The small piece.
So you manipulate it with the copper
yes,
wire?
sort of. Yeah, just insert it right into the deep of the soil before you do any trimming, and go right around the trunk.
Oh, so
Try
you
not
do
to
that
break.
first.
Try not to break any branches.
Yeah.
Go right around. It's not gonna damage a plant, but eventually you can create totally different shape. It's a little snip. You cut them out.
So how do you start? Do you start from the bottom?
Start from bottom always. Yeah. Look at this right here.
Okay. Oh, so that's how
So-
you do it. But you still have to be
Yeah.
gentle, though.
Yeah. Okay. Almost break.
And
it.
by
Take it.
doing that, do you also manipulate how it's going to grow?
Yes, yeah. You keep it like this till maturity. Maturity, it's not pliable anymore. It means it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like very, very hard branch. You take this wire off, and you can use it again, apply for another branch. Okay, but this is what we have.
But how do you know when it's mature?
Well, you feel it. You will take this wire off. You feel it. It's not pliable anymore. It's become much thicker.
Ah.
The trunk become much thicker.
So you're
Yeah.
giving it direction with
So
the wire.
basically, if you apply this one to, let's say, this container, it's spray
Okay.
down, okay? You can make beautiful, gorgeous tree, okay?
Let's talk about
Yeah.
the beautiful, gorgeous
Yeah.
things that you've done here, Mark.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. This is, all your pieces are one of a kind.
That we have very, very professional staff who have produced unique designs. Just the piece itself, just basically the stone made by local professional artists. They're exclusively
Really?
done for Tropical Expression, exclusively for us. And it's when it's our imagination how to put it all together. And our professional team of designers basically, put things together the way we see it, the way we like it, and apparently it's very appealing.
We're going to show you a lot more right here at Tropical Expressions. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
I love you, puppy. I love you, love you, love you, puppy. I love you, puppy. I love you, love you, love you, puppy. Yeah, that's my puppy.
Hi, Lori.
Yeah, and this tiny tree, actually, Shelley, is about 10 years old, and it's called a tiger bark because if you look at the bark, it looks like there's, tiger went right there and was just stretching and using its claws. Okay, but this one is 10 years old. The one right beside it is how old, Adrian?
100 years old,
Whoa.
at least, and it's beautiful. This is a ficus, which is a fig tree, and this is the kind of tree that you would love to have in your home. It's so delightful to be around. Imagine having a tree in your home that's over 100 years old. You can do this, as long as you have some light coming in, you water it, you take care of it, you're going to fertilize it as well. And again, you can put this tree in any room and it gives you that Zen sort of feeling. The whole idea of this is that you can put your personality in the tree that you choose. Do you want something that, maybe is 50 years old that you can really take your time with and spend a lot of time pruning it? Or do you want something low maintenance like a juniper? So when choosing a tree, a lot of people take sometimes hours choosing a tree, and no exaggeration with that, because they come down to Tropical Expressions and there's so many to choose from. So take
Because
your
no
time.
one is the same.
Exactly. We are just as complicated as the trees that we choose. So, take a look at this one as well. I love this tree. It's an umbrella, a Hawaiian umbrella. I forgot it for a second because, most of the time that we see these, you see them in a larger form. You've seen them in bigger planters at home. So you can have a miniature tree. Look at all the hundreds of roots that they have. There's so many there. And again, this is an older tree, about 40 years old, right? So again, this one's beautiful as well.
And again, a different personality and a different look, because this is a little bit more lush,
Yeah.
whereas this, it has a lot of lines,
Yeah, and it's nice that it's sort of barren too. Sometimes having a sort of barren is an interesting look. And again, think of this.
It's more of a modern, almost.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And think of this, certainly in a nice modern, a room where it's going to be all white or neutral. Put that on a kitchen table, and
Makes
it
a
really
statement.
is a statement piece. So, you know, you can come and choose the one that you like that reflects your personality.
And the thing is, what a lot of people don't realize is that Tropical Expressions actually supply to a lot of other nurseries as well as other
This
places.
is where they come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a lot to choose from here, whether it's going to be air plants, even, I'm just going to grab this, because I want you to see that, of course, we do flowers here as well. And look at that. Imagine that for a wedding. Something unusual, something different. So you can get your flower arrangements, you can get your tropical plants, bromeliads, air plants, your bonsai trees. It's endless.
So whether it's for a special occasion or you want to do it for your own home, it's right here in Hamilton, Tropical Expressions. We're going to continue Morning Live right after this break. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.